Oh no, I'm live already. Hello. How's everybody? Come on, do what I want you to do. That's closer than I want it. That's good. That'll work. Good morning, Clint. Good morning. All right. I wasn't supposed to press go live yet, but I did, so bear with me while I finish getting everything set right. Let me get this shared. I'm going to make a flower using the Joy. Let me get this opened up so I can see chat. I've got it set up here on my one phone. So if any flashing occurs, I'm sorry. But I'm back to, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to do that. Go back. Go to my channel. Go to the actual live. Turn the sound down. And let's change it to live chat. There we go. Let's see what we can see. Looks dark over here. Why is it dark? That doesn't really help. Bring the light closer. How does it look on your end, Clint? There goes the flashing. I don't know why it does that. Like it's trying to take a picture. Looks good on your end? Okay. All right, so I'm using my phone to use the Cricut Joy, and I'm going to make a flower. I have to trim this paper down first, though, because it's too big to use with the Joy mat. So it has to be a minimal of 4.5 by 6. So cut it down to 6 by 4.5. Good morning, Hawaii. We're not singing that one yet. Right now we're singing good morning, good morning, good morning to you. That good so long farewell is at the end. We're just at the beginning. We're just starting. I'm glad you joined in. I needed a good laugh this morning. All right. So I have the flowers picked on here. I hope you guys can see this. And I'm going to click make it. And this is going to take a little while for one flower because I'm using the Cricut Joy. So we're going to click next. We're going to click next. We're going to click connect. We got to put our paper. All right, we got to put our paper on the mat. We're doing the green first. So we got our mat here. And we're going to put our paper down. And we did 4.5 by 6. So it should be plenty big enough. And we're going to go all material. And we're going to choose heavy cardstock. And we're going to go default more for the green because it's a thicker cardstock than the pink that we're going to cut. So we're not going to click, remember, material settings. When we go to the pink, then we will choose that. Now it's telling us to load our mat. So now we're going to load our mat in, and it's going to take it right out of my hand. And it's going to cut. You slept the whole night through? Yes, yes, that's how the song goes. You know the song. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. All right, we're going to press go. I was sitting here waiting for it to just start cutting, and it isn't going to do anything until I tell it to, so I had to press go. And now if you can see the machine over there working, it's cutting out our flower stuff. And because it's a thicker cardstock, it's going to cut it like 3 times. And hopefully it ain't going to mess up the little intricate piece that looks like it's intricate. I don't know. We'll find out. Good morning, Dorothy. You've got no internet. Oh, no. Well, don't feel bad. Why don't you have internet? Maybe it'll come back on. So right now it's cutting out the little pieces to go into the center of the flower. And I wish I could zoom this in better. Been a week already, hon. It's only Wednesday. Ah, I get it. Went to a doctor's appointment yesterday. Thought I was 10 minutes early for the appointment time. Found out I was 50 minutes late. You upgraded? Well, it not having it doesn't seem like an upgrade to me. All right, now it's saying unload, so we're going to unload, and we're going to unload, we're going to take it off the mat. I'm making a flower, Dorothy. Yes, ouch, and I needed to see that doctor because my eye wasn't wanting to open, my face, my mouth was drooping, wasn't doing good at all. I'd been having some more TIAs, and I needed to see him because of that. But luckily, my second appointment that I had after still saw me. All right, so here's our little pieces that go in the middle. Those are our center pieces. And this is the bottom piece of our flower. So now we're going to put the pink paper. Oh, which I hope is big enough. Oh, no. Is that going to be big enough? Yeah, it should be big enough for the flower. I cut it at 4 1/4 instead of 4 1/2 to get more out of the paper. No, it's not good. But it is what it is. All right, so now I'm going to come over here and go all materials. And I'm going to click heavy cardstock. And I'm going to click remember material settings this time. But this time I'm not going to, this time I'm leaving it at default. I'm not changing it to more. Because this is not as thick as that other one. It's thick, but it's not as thick as that other one. All right, now it says load it. So we are loading it. Okay. Click go. And it's going. It's cutting our flower. Our pretty pink flower. I'm trying to think of different things to do on my channel here with y'all. I'm like in between spaces, and I'm having electrical problems in my old space. And I'm having not everything out here problems, and also lack of plugs space out here. Okay, so there's one of our flowers, one of our pieces of the flower. Look at how good that cut. That's a new blade. I need a new blade for the big Cricut now, so I can do bigger projects. That's where another problem is. I am so sorry you're not good, Dorothy. All right, we're gonna do another flower. I usually try to cut everything out and have everything cut out when I do these, but then like yesterday, when I made the rosette yesterday, the video went so fast. I was like, well, maybe I should just have the video do the showing of the cutting of the stuff. All right, we're having the same material, so now we're just loading it. So far we've got press go, Linda. These little pieces right here are going to have to be folded up. And I should have brought a pencil out here. That's alright, I got this thing here I can use. I'll flip it around to be the pointed end instead of the squared off end. And then I'm just going to put it in the center of this. Put my finger on the edges here. And I'm just going to push it up like this. I'm just going to bend them up. Because they're going to go in the middle of our flower. See? They're going to look like that. Alright, unload. And then we got to do another one. I think we got 2 more to do. It's okay. You can talk. We'll talk in just a little bit. When I get off of here, I'll call you, Dorothy. All right. Flower part 3. Go in. So I tried to do the rolled flowers, guys. I do not like doing rolled flowers. I stink at them. This is what I ended up with trying to do. I was going to do these originally on the channel. This is like quilling. It's rolled flower, and it's not good. All right, go. So then this centerpiece, this is the piece that goes around this. So, because this one's bigger, we're just going to use the tip of the pen, and we're just going to push these pieces up. I'm just going to push them up like that. I did press go. It's going. Going. It's going, 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 going. Well, no, I used green paper. I didn't use black. So then that's going to go in there like that. We're going to press unload. And we got one more to do. And then we're going to roll the edges. We're going to shape it and start gluing. Because this will be the last one. Now, if I was using the big Cricut... Oh, you have delayed? Oh, okay. If I was using my big Cricut, this would all been cut out probably on one sheet. I wouldn't have had to keep loading and unloading and all that other good hunky-dory stuff. All right. We're loading, and we're pressing go as soon as it shows it to us. And go. While that's cutting, we're going to start shaping this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to curl our paper. Now I should have brought my spray bottle of water, because had I dampened this paper, it would shape easier. So I'm just training the paper to do what I want. And I want it to roll. I want the petals to roll. That's what I want. I want my petals to roll. Unload. Hi, Stacy May. And I'm also going to want it to fold in. I'm going to want them to come in. Finish. I'm finished. Now I just need to put it together. Put our mat down here with our other mats. Put our paper over here. So what I'm going to do is, let me get this phone out of my way and get this out of the way. I'm going to ink the edges of this pink paper. I'm going to use worn lipstick. And I'm just going to go around and just ink the edges a little. Not too much, just a little bit. Yeah, nobody's going to give me a Valentine, so I'm making my own Valentines. Miss Linda's making her own Valentine. And then there we go. So there's one. I don't know if you guys can see the difference in the flower. But you see how this has got a little bit of color on the edges? It's going to make it look a little bit better. So we're going to do that to all of them. So Hawaii, what country are you in? I know Dorothy's in the UK. Clint's here in the US. I'm in the US. You're in the US, right, Clint? I'm pretty sure you're in the US. Good morning, Mary. Cool. Yay, I'm being your background noise. I'm going to start singing. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. What stuff you getting done? No, I'm joking. Let's put a little extra color on this one, because I just think it looks better with the color. It looks prettier, and it's helping also get our flower formed a little. If you look, you know, when you die cut, you can tell, you can see which is the front, which is the back by the way the edges go. Well, if you look at when you're cutting stuff with a Cricut, you almost get that little bit of an edge also. Like, see, this paper looks pushed in. There was that stupid flash again. That paper looks pushed in right there. So this is what I would consider the front. So if you see me turning the paper over and you're like, well, they look the same on both sides. How does she know what's what? It's not really that there's a front or a back. It's just your preference. That's my preference. The only time you really got to worry about a front and a back is when you're doing things that depend on positioning and stuff. But because this is a flower, it really isn't gonna matter. Isn't gonna matter too much. And on this channel, we don't do perfect. Sometimes we don't do successful. Sometimes we do failures, and it's okay because that's how we learn. If we don't flub up something, we don't learn about some things. They're already looking prettier. They're already looking prettier. Let's see, this one looks... Okay, that side. No, it's me on my live over here. My brother says good morning again, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
He says, no food for you today. No.
I got up early and actually ate like 4 hot dogs.
Oh, wow. So we're just inking away our paper over here. Inking, inking, inking. We're making a flower today.
Stamping?
Huh?
Stamping, inking?
No, I'm inking the edges of the papers.
Okay.
And I'm going to make, all these pieces are going to make a flower.
All right. So those are the petals you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, those are the words I was looking for. I'm inking the petals, everybody. My brother understands my language. I'm glad y'all do too, apparently.
You have before coffee language and after coffee language.
Grunt, grunt. That means coffee time.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, right?
I'm just going to grunt.
No talkie before coffee. After coffee, it's more glitter, less bitter.
Yeah. All right, have fun.
Thanks. All right, that was the last one, y'all. We got through them all. We got through them all. you never answered me. I don't see an answer. Let me refresh my chat. I don't see anything after Miss Mary telling Clint hello. Bless you. All right. I just want to make sure I'm not missing. All right. Let's put our ink aside. And now we're going to take our little Cricut Joy pen. And we're just going to come along and we're just going to roll the edges now. I'm just going to roll them all together. And we'll see if we can get this flower put together nicely. All right. So we're going to take this green and we're going to put a blob of glue in the middle. And we're going to set our flower in there. And we're going to go get back in there. But I want to turn it just a little. We go. Now we're going to do the same thing to this other set of petals. We're going to put a glob of glue in the middle. We should have rolled our edges first. But because we put a glob of glue, it won't dry. So we'll be all right. That Eileen's glue takes a little while to dry. So we're just training our flower for the petals to curl. I really should zoom in a little too. Let's put our petals down, but let's all make sure they're not going the same direction. There we go. Now let's push them down. And have them curling. Curling. They gotta curl up. Let me get up here and zoom in a little for you. Hold on, I gotta climb up on my stool that I'm sitting on. All right, bear with me. Look away for a second if you have to. There we go. That should be better. Let me take this flannel off because it's getting too warm now for it. There we go. Now let's put another glob of glue in. And I did it again. I did not roll my flower before I globbed the glue. All right, let's do both of these at the same time this time. Make sure I'm doing this where you guys can see now that I'm zoomed in a little. I got to make sure I'm in screen here. I don't know why it just seems to me like dark. As I'm rolling this, I'm also pushing, so it kind of lifts that petal up a little right there. So it makes a little well right here. Okay. Bye. So long. Farewell. You'll hear me talking to you in the replay then. Okay. Now let's turn that petal. Push it in. Roll them up a little. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get them dubbies going. Do, 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 do. It's already coming out pretty. Not as pretty as I would like for it to be, but pretty. See, we're going to do all that to it. We're going to scrunch it. We're going to do all kinds of stuff to this to make it more. We're going to really mess with this. Okay, we got one more. Let's roll this one before we glue it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get them petals going. Rolling the flowers all day. Not all day. Trying to do it without ripping it. Don't rip it, Linda. All right. We're going to put a glob of glue in there. And we're gonna push our flower down in the center. Then we're gonna take these little guys, and on the bottom of them, instead of globbing the glue, we're going to put a little bit of glue right here on the bottom. And we're going to stick it right in the center. There we go. Okay, Linda, in the center. Push it down. In the center. And then we're going to take this one here that we pushed up like that. And we're going to put some glue on there. And we're going to put that in the center of that. And ta-da! We made a flower, y'all, using the Cricut Joy. So if you wanted to make flowers using the little bitty baby Joy, you can, because I just did. Can you make a lot more of them can you make a lot more faster with the bigger machine? Yes. But if you can only afford to get the little machine, you can still make flowers. You can still make pretty things. Isn't it pretty? You can still cut out the ones to do the rolled flowers. But I can tell you right now that these little rolled flowers are a pain in the patootie, and I don't think they look right. Supposed to, yeah. I tried to do it twice, and no. I'm not a rolled flower person. I'm a much more this flower type. I like it. Y'all like it? I like it. Alright, guys. That was my live for today. I have kitty cats knocking on doors. Puppies that need walking. I don't know what else to do. So I guess that's all. We'll call it a day. Because I could cut out more, but I think you guys would get bored with me if I just kept cutting them out. So I'm going to call it. Or sing it. We know what time it is. It's time to say bye, as Hawaii said. If she watches the replay, she'll hear that. Otherwise, it's time to say so long, farewell, or do-be-do-be-do-be-do-be-do-do, be-do-do, do-do-be-do-be-do-do.